Time and tide wait for none. We all have heard the proverb. It is used to imply that once a particular period of time is gone, it never comes back, or that time is one-dimensional and perfect. But what if I tell you we are still very far away from understanding the concept of time perfectly, or how it actually works? There have been numerous cases over the years where people claimed that their time slipped and traveled to past or future without any explanation. How did such things happen? We don't know. But if such things prove anything, it is this, that time does not work as perfectly as we think it does, and it is certainly not one-dimensional. A period of time long past can sometimes play itself again. The following strange but true story is of one such person that would make you question everything. I once had a strange dream. In that dream, I was driving home and listening to some old songs. It was raining a little and the wind was quite heavy. After driving some time, I saw a heavily damaged car on the left side of the road. The driver must have hit a tree, I thought. I stopped my car to call an ambulance and to look for the driver. It was a woman in her mid-20s with short blonde hair. She was unconscious and bleeding. Also, she wasn't breathing, so I had to drag her out of the car to give her the first aid. Sometime later, when I heard the sirens of the ambulance, I looked in the direction of where the ambulance was coming from, and then quickly back to the woman. But now, she had her eyes wide open. A sudden terror had covered her face. The dream then just ended there. Some weeks ago we celebrated my 25th birthday. I got some awesome presents, but one was particularly important. My uncle had made a photo collage of my family. He found them in an old box as he mentioned. I decided to put the collage in one corner of my room along with the other presents. When I was done and was about to leave the room, the collage fell over. I turned back to arrange it properly again. While doing it, I glanced over the photos. I had never seen old pictures of my parents before, so I was quite curious after all. In one of the pictures, in some wedding, I recognized my dad. He looked really sharp in his suit. Next to him was a familiar-looking woman. She was gorgeous and pregnant. It looked like she had some wounds on her arms and on her neck. Suddenly, I realized a strange thing. I recognized the woman. She was the same person I had dragged out of the car to give the first aid in my dream. My whole body trembled at this. I immediately ran to my dad to ask what had happened back then. Upon my inquiry, he told me that she was my mother, and she had a car accident 25 years ago. When the ambulance and police had arrived, she laid on the street and the man ran away from her body. The doctor told my dad that if my mother did not get the first aid in that situation, she might have lost her unborn child because of lack of oxygen. I was trembling as he explained all this and could not get a single word out of my mouth. After some time, I just went back to my party guests. But I wasn't like celebrating anymore. It was all so weird.